Good morning, everybody. Guess what I saw while scrolling through Twitter this morning? That's right, GDevelop is now on Google Play. I remember using GDevelop before, but seeing it come to mobile is really awesome because it's another solid option for people to use. The moment I saw it, I immediately gave it a download and got ready to give it a sniff. I wanted to compare it and see if it outclasses Godot in the mobile department, since I did that last time. And I was able to do this from my desk, at home, which means I was able to find a program to mirror the screen from my phone to my computer. I should be able to document the process a little better now. After giving it a download and starting it up for the first time, it shows you a set of guided tutorials. Good for the first time game developer, but I've used this program before. I should be able to figure it out on my own. I'm a big boy. If you don't know, GDevelop uses an event system that you pick from a list instead of actual coding. There are two parts to any given event, a condition and an action. You can use actions without conditions in order to do it once. Think about it like this. If this happens or is true, then this thing will happen after. If you've ever used Construct, it's very similar. This is honestly one of the easiest systems I've ever used for making features in a game. There's even a behavior system, also like Construct, that has predefined stuff like a platformer controller, top-down controller, and there's even ones that you can install from the community, like two that I'll be using here, Bullet and Health, which is awesome. Effectively, if you have the know-how, you can make your own behaviors. I won't be doing that, but hey, it's an option. I'd went out of my way to look at the asset store first. I remember them having one, and when I checked, it's all free stuff, which is good. And I wanted to set up the art of the game first. I wanted to do this as quickly as possible to get a feel for the actual workflow of setting up the game. After that had all been set up, which took me a little bit because I couldn't find a grass tile I would liked, so I just turned the background green. Anyway, after that had all been set up, I went to the Events tab.
What the hell is this?
There's a subscription? So as it turns out, if you're using the cloud saves, which is your only option on browser or mobile, then you have to spend $4.50 USD a month in order to do basic actions. At first, when I found out about this, I was reeling, but after thinking about it for a little bit, it makes sense. Servers aren't going to pay for themselves, but this does put a huge bite in the ass for people who are looking for a free mobile game engine. Keep this in mind if you actually want to make your game. For free, you only get access to 30 events and one scene and events sheet. If you want more than that, you're going to need to subscribe. You can actually export the game for free as well, which shocked me. I expected that to be a premium feature as well. Well, it does put a little bit of an extra challenge on making the game. By the way, here's my little plan. You're a wizard on top of a fort that needs to defeat oncoming enemies. Enemies will deal damage once they get close enough to your wall. Shoot to kill, they get progressively faster the more you kill. And so, I got to work. The game looks pretty good so far with these assets. If you're new to game development, look through these and see if any of them strike your fancy. It might even give you a few ideas. Make sure to play around with them. Despite a few weird hiccups along the way, I actually ended up finishing the core gameplay in about 3-ish hours. That's the power of a game engine that doesn't always crash on you and not having to code anything yourself. I have to say, overall, the performance for GDevelop has been pretty good so far. I had a few stalls, maybe 1 or 2 crashes, but mostly the app ran pretty well, and I didn't even need to bust out the little keyboard that I had last time. So, how does this compare to Godot? Much, much better. Like I said earlier, the amount of optimization allowing it to run on my budget phone without many issues is a huge, huge upside. Most flagships should not have a problem running this. It's smooth sailing. Android only, by the way. It's not on iOS yet. Forgot to mention that earlier. Also, being able to make an actual prototype this quickly is awesome. This is by far the easiest game I think I've ever made. I want to polish it up, but I'm broke. So guess who's just not doing it unless I can make a local copy on my computer. I will look that up later. Overall, I think the only downside is the subscription. Just mildly annoying, but it's not that much of a hindrance. I promise you, if you're already using GDevelop at home and you want to use it on your phone, you're probably already paying for the cloud save, or you're already otherwise supporting them. Rash in the editing room here. GDevelop made a video whenever they launched their mobile version of the app, and at the end of the video, they even say that this is for people who just want extra functionality.
The mobile app is just an extra benefit for people who want to be able to have access to their games without needing their computer with them at all times.
That's their target audience, is that you're already using GDevelop. If you want to use GDevelop, use the PC version. Get the full functionality from that, and then if you like it enough, pay for the mobile version. That's what they're trying to say. Okay, back to your little bit of video that's left. It's not a bad price, just for that little feature and what's on offer. It's not terrible. If you're broke, though, stick to the PC version. Local projects don't have any restrictions. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw here, be sure to follow me here and everywhere else. By the way, I did not forget about my Unity game. I'm just taking my time so I don't get burnt out.